Okay, so today, I don't really know what I was doing. I didn't really know what I was doing until like last night. So, today, I'm going to do a video on a lot of my embarrassing stories. Because I realized that I didn't make a video last Sunday. I was like, ah! Oh, that dog's gone. Okay. So yeah, this is what it's going to be. I have a lot of embarrassing stories, so this ought to be good. Number one. Okay, well, we're just going to go from youngest to oldest because, you know, oh, I'm rocking the nerd glasses. That's amazing. Okay. In kindergarten, I remember this so clearly. It's amazing. And then I can't remember what I said 5 minutes ago, so. Anyway, in kindergarten, we went on this field trip. And, well, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember, you know. But there was like this mini Statue of Liberty. And I was like, okay. But anyway, I decided to climb it. Because, I mean, it was adventurous. And, is that a word? Yeah, okay. I think it is. Anyway, I decided to climb it. And I got halfway up. And there was a spider. And if you know me, I am terribly afraid of spiders and grasshoppers and gnats and beetles. You get those near me, I will snap you. Anyway, I found one, and then I screamed really loud, and nobody knew I was climbing it. So, like, my kindergarten teacher, which was, sick at the time, so Miss Jennings had to come. Anyway, she was there, and she caught, like, I fell backwards, and she caught me. It wasn't really embarrassing until, like, later, this guy came up to me. He was like, I saw your underwear while you were up there, because I used to wear dresses, and I was like, you know, because I was in kindergarten. Everybody wore dresses, right? Whatever. I don't wear dresses anymore, but anyway, yeah, he's like, I saw your underwear while you were up there. I was like, well, this is awkward. But yeah, that's really kind of embarrassing. It's not terribly embarrassing like my other ones, but my next embarrassing story, I don't know why I did this. Oh yeah, because it was my second one. Knew that. Okay, so my next one was in, I believe it was in 5th grade. Yeah, I was in 5th grade. And I was walking into the school, and my school had, like, columns as you walked in. Well, I was walking and talking to myself or something, like something crazy. And I turned around, and there's this column right in front of me, but I didn't stop walking. So I just ran into it. And everybody saw, my mom saw. She was laughing hysterically, and she just drove away. And I could have been in pain. I could have died. But did she care? No. She just kept driving, laughing. I was like, oh, my mother. Am I going to be just like her? Am I going to leave my kid there? She just ran into a... I didn't get it, but it was so embarrassing because, like, half of the school saw it. I was like, oh my gosh. That was so embarrassing. And in 6th grade, my third story, I was sitting there, and I was just sitting on this stool thing, because I didn't have a chair for my desk. I was sitting on this stool, and, well, I fell for some reason. I don't know how it happened, but I fell, and, well, yeah, you know where that's going. I just fell on my, on the floor, and everybody saw it, and everybody heard it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what did I just do? Anyway, so my teacher was like, you okay there? You want to get back in your seat? I was like, I like the floor better anyway, I'm fine. And everybody just stared at me, and then kind of went back, so they knew I was a klutz. Well, yeah. So this one was last year. I was at church, and I was coming out of the bathroom, and because I had to fix my hair, you know, yeah. Anyway, I was in the bathroom, and I came out, walking out of the bathroom, I slipped because I stepped in some water in the bathroom apparently, and I fell and sprained my ankle. But the good news is not a lot of people saw it, so that was okay. But there were people at the nursery desk who work there all the time, and they see me all the time, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna hold on to this forever and hold a grudge. Hold a grudge? What? That's not what I meant. They're gonna remember that, and they're gonna like, yeah, you're gonna make fun of me. But whatever, I mean, whatever. This story was actually just the other day. We went to IHOP. I don't like that place. I went in there with a messy bun and no makeup and like sweatpants and a t-shirt. So I was looking pretty rough. Anyway, I got there and I saw a lot of people I knew, but I was hoping they wouldn't recognize me. So I'm like, okay, we just have to be really quiet and just not noticeable. Well, as we were leaving, I was like, okay, I know a whole bunch of people in here. We have to be really quiet. Okay? So, here's me being really quiet. I turn, and as I was getting out of the booth, I hit my knee on the table, and it made this really loud sound. Plus, I screamed because it hurt. And, yeah. You see how that went. I was like, okay, well, instead of me just running out, walking out, you know, whatever, I hid under the table, which drew more attention to me. So I was like, okay, reputation gone. People know me as the crazy person who wears her hair up in a messy bun with no makeup, sweats, and a t-shirt at IHOP. Well, that's how that happened. We're gonna jump back a year again, and we're gonna, well, yeah. Okay, so I was at church, and, I was sitting there, or I was on a ladder, because we were painting, and I kind of slipped on the ladder, and I fell backwards. Well, the guy I liked at the time, and the guy that I kind of liked, like, before the guy that I liked, like, okay. We're gonna call, well, okay, whatever. The guy that I liked, his friend is the guy that I liked before him. Does that make any sense? I hope it did, because it did in my mind and came out my mouth totally wrong. So, I was just gonna let it slide, but then I was like, nah, okay. So, I was on the ladder and I slipped. Well, the guy that I liked and the guy that I used to like, they caught me, and I was like, they were like, have a nice fall there. I was like, no, you caught me, and this is embarrassing. I was like, I'm so awkward. Like, I don't know. I'm crazy. That's all that really needs to be said. I'm crazy. I'm back with the nerd glasses. Okay, so this was a few weeks ago, and it was actually July 25th. I know that because, well, it's because I was at an event, and, well, yeah, I was at Rocketown, and I was sitting in my car, and, my best friend was sitting right beside me, and my mom was in the driver's seat, clearly, because I can't drive. I'm young. Okay, but anyway, I was sitting in the car, and I really had to pee. I had to pee 15 minutes before we got there. So, and my mom's eating because she couldn't eat while she was driving. I was like, oh my gosh, lady, I have to pee. And we couldn't go in the building to go to the bathroom until I didn't know that we could until we got back from going to the bathroom. I was like, are you kidding? But anyway, we went, what? No. Finally, my mother stopped eating for a second, and I was like, are you done? And she's like, no, I'm not done. I have to pick the stuff out of my teeth. I was like, stop. Just eat. You can do that later. Okay. But anyway, so we were sitting there waiting on my mother to finish eating. And I really, really, really had to pee. I mean, you have no idea. I was like dying. I was like, oh my gosh, this lady better hurry up. I have to pee. Okay, so I was like, oh my gosh, lady, if you don't hurry up, I'm gonna die of something. I said pee and ness and yeah. Together, and we all just like looked at each other. I was like, oh, what did I just say? Like, it took me a minute to realize what I said, and I was like, oh my gosh. And Lauren looks at me. I look at myself because I was filming, and I look at myself, and my mother looks at me through the rearview mirror. She has a sandwich falling out of her mouth because she got Subway, and yeah. And we all just started laughing hysterically, and my mom was like, I don't think anybody's ever died of that before. I'm like, Mother, shut up. Stop. Shh. Don't ever repeat this. Yeah. Yeah. My last one. Okay, so this is like, I'm gonna make this really fast because this is a long video already. So, I was sitting at my kitchen table, and my best friend, her grandpa needed surgery and on some artery, and like, yeah. But I was sitting at the kitchen table, and my mother was, I was like, yeah, Lauren's home alone. Her dad is working, and her mom and her Aunt Patty are in Indiana because her papa's having surgery. And my mom's like, oh, is he going to be okay? I was like, yeah. And she's like, what's he having surgery on? And I was like, I don't know, something about his uterus. And I said it with the straightest face, and I was like, they looked at each other, like, my mom and my dad looked at each other, and they looked at me so confused, like, what? And they were like, men don't have you. He said, he doesn't have a uterus. I was like, oh. And it's just been funny, and my friend reminded me of it the other day, and she was like, can I ask your husband before your wedding how his uterus is doing? I was like, yes, you may, because that's gonna stick with you forever. So that's it for my embarrassing stories, and the first one wasn't really embarrassing. It was just, I don't know, it was random, I don't know, whatever. But thank you for watching, and I don't know what I'm doing because I couldn't see my thumb. Pew. Okay, bye.